So me and Chad love working together. We've done it for a long time, and every time we do it, we really look forward to it. And I think our brains kind of are starting to work together.
Oh, we're starting to think alike. Yeah, it's a little scary. Very scary, actually.
But my sister Tori has a little boys' room that needs to be redone, and we're working with a very tight space. It's probably like a 10 by 12 room. It's very small. She has 2 little boys that are gonna stay in there. They already have a bed, a headboard, and a little trundle that pulls out. So we're gonna try to fit as much in this room as far as practicality, but also we want it to look really cute and visually pleasing as well. Give you just a few of my favorite tips for tiny rooms and utilizing that space for storage, for whatever you need in that. The first thing we're going to do is paint everything. The walls are going to be white, and then our accent colors are going to be really light. We're going to be using a Revere pewter. It's probably like 3 shades off of white, so it's not a big contrast.
Yeah, it's like a warm gray. I would say I call it a warm gray.
But it's like the perfect contrast where you still notice there's a change. But since it's a tiny room, we want to stick with those light and bright colors because it's going to make it feel a little more spacious in that.
I think the room has a single window, so you know, when you only just have one light coming in, natural light from one direction, then.
Yeah, and light bulbs make a big difference in that too. If you can switch out your bulbs from a warm tone to maybe a cooler tone, or even like a daylight, it just feels brighter and more open. Chad is going to be working on repurposing a lot of this stuff there. He's going to paint the headboard. He's going to build a desk out of an old tabletop we had.
Yeah, salvage one. I'm going to try to make a half of the desk.
Build like a shelf, and we've decided to actually hang it on the wall. Because I feel like it's going to make it feel a little bigger because you're going to have more floor space if it's hanging on the wall.
It's going to be like a glorified bookcase with like different compartments in it, almost cubicles. And so it's going to be a little bit of a weight to put on the wall, but yeah, we'll figure something out.
He can figure it out. So hang your curtains high, paint your room light, and use very light accent colors. You can use a couple pops of darker colors just to give it that depth and the feel of it, but I feel like basically sticking to the lighter colors are going to be better. Basket storage, that's huge. It can hold clothes, toys, games, school projects. I mean, it's just so versatile in that. So we're going to try to do as many baskets as we can because Tori has a lot of toys for the little boys, and we want this to be a playroom, a little art station in there. So we're going to use basket storage. Also, you can use that under your bed if you have that capability. Here they have a little trundle bed, so we're not going to be doing that. But I feel like fitting as much as you can, hanging stuff, and putting it up is going to actually give you more floor space to work with as far as like playing with toys and doing that with the little kids' room. Mirrors. Always hang mirrors, I think, in a tiny space because it does make it feel bigger. I think it's just what do they call that? Like a trick to your eyes.
Illusion,
it's an optical illusion, I think. Basket storage, pull-outs, under beds, light colors. Have the shelves off the ground if you can, if you have that. Like a Chad that could build that for you. That would be great.
Pretty straightforward.
So yeah, follow along, and I hope that you also will list your comments below with your tips and tricks that you've used for tiny spaces.
Yeah, give us ideas because we're learning new stuff every day.
We're outgrowing our house, basically.
That too.
God bless you guys. Thank you for following me along. Okay, so I'm at Tori's house and she refuses to be on the camera because she does not like the camera. So this is her little boy's room, and as you can see, it just has a bed in here and closets. I'll show you pictures. But basically we have a lot of empty space. So I'm trying to make it functional, practical, but also cute as far as the aesthetic of it. So I really think it'd be nice to have like a little study desk area or coloring station for the kids right now that could also be utilized for like school in the future when they get a little older. She has 2 little boys that are gonna be sleeping in here. So Kate's gonna be on the top and Coulter's gonna be a little pull out eventually. but I'll kind of show you this step-by-step process that we're gonna be doing here.
Pretend like this is the back or this is the side of it.
Okay.
So it's the side profile, you're looking this way. Is this gap too big right here? That's got that much. This has this much about.
That's like above the head?
Huh? Yeah, it's like its headroom.
Yeah, that's too much.
It's too much. So
Yeah, so just add that to the bottom.
You just need to add those like that?
Yeah, it needs to be like that.
Something like that?
Yep, perfect.
Okay.
So this is his old headboard. So we primed it. It's the one Chad made years ago. And now we're going to just add a really soft color, creamy color to it. Are you my helper? So we're doing the last minute touches. Chad finished the desk. He's hanging a little book holder. We have the little toy box shelf that Chad built. The bed.
Is that what it's called, toy box shelf?
Well, sort of like a basket toy box shelf.
I like that.
So we're making progress. So we're doing the last minute touches. Chad's added a little piece of trim here, which kind of brings out the warm elements with the wood tones here. So we're just gonna add baskets here to make this like a toy shelf. You can utilize it for so many things, and it will honestly last for years. You could use it for clothes, storage, books, but we're gonna do baskets with toys in them and kind of make this like an art center here and a toy center here, and then they'll obviously have their beds there. So yeah, coming together. Okay, so the bedroom is finally finished. It's so cute. Right here, she has Kate's little bed here, and then she has a little pull-out trundle for Coulter, which is really nice. And then right here, we have some paper storage that says boys only. It just flips because of the camera. And then here on the back of the wall, we have a little art desk, and eventually it'll turn into a school desk when they get older. And then here we just have storage for toys and little magnets and things to play with for little boys. So I feel like we really tried to utilize as much space as we could here. Even though it's a tiny room, we still made it practical and still cute at the same time. So I think it turned out great, and if you have any tips and tricks that you've used to utilize tiny spaces in rooms, please leave them in the comments below. God bless you guys.